All right, Ethan, let's check it out, man. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to come out. It was great getting the chance to work with you and meet you. I think you got a lot of upside and a lot of potential, so we'll dive in without further ado. So as far as the video analysis goes, first we're just going to talk energy, meaning, hey, like 1 to 10, if it looks like 10, you're trying to throw it like a Aroldis Chapman 105, and 1, it looks like you just woke up out of bed. Where are you at? Okay, so let's watch it back. I'd give you like a 6.5 on energy, okay, which means, again, you have a lot of upside from a velocity development standpoint because it just looks like you're going nice and smooth right now. It doesn't really look like you're ripping through the seams with conviction at the last 10%, okay? So that's something that we can work on just by continuing to repeat high effort throws, changing our goal from just hitting the spot to throwing the living shit out of the ball. And then from a biomechanics standpoint, let's check it out. So we're going to start with the end in mind. All right, so backward chaining. There's the moment of launch. If it wants to cooperate with me. All right, here we go. So you can see that at launch, what's happening here is, it's tough to tell, but here we go. So you're getting fully extended with the arm, okay? So ultimately what we want to be able to see, and this is called the recovery phase from launch, when you let the ball go until your arm slows down, also known as deceleration, like think about hitting the brakes. Right now what's happening is you're losing control, two things. You're losing control of your elbow when you go ahead and launch it. So the directional control of it is poor at this moment. We'll recommend for that, definitely talk about wrist weights with the pivot pickoff. We'll definitely talk about the pivot pickoff move itself, some roll-in throws with Tony, things like that. But what it's going to do ultimately is it's going to put a lot of stress on the backside of your elbow and on the backside of your rotator cuff. And if you're not able to slow your arm down, your body's going to try to keep you safe before it worries about trying to perform better. So we need to give it a better mechanism, a better path to slow down, so that it knows, hey, I can speed up now. I can hit the gas because my brakes are better. So just getting the posterior shoulder stronger with the bands. A lot of the stuff that we're going to do with the wrist weights and the weighted balls, that will happen. And then as far as control of the actual throwing elbow, it's going to come from really working those weighted balls as well, and just understanding, hey, where's my body in space and time. So overall for biomechanics, I'm going to go ahead and give you like a 6. And again, this should be good news because this means there's a lot of upside. So moving back now, let's go to the moment of launch. All right. So one of the things I want to show you is, dude, it's a miracle that you're even throwing 70 miles an hour. It just means you've got a lot of upside because your heel is not even connected to the ground. You're literally doing this up on your toe thing. And so lead leg blocking, ultimately what we want to see is when your lead leg lands, this would be stride foot contact. Okay, you can see that your shoulders are still rotated back, your torso, and then your lead leg is landed. We want to see a nice stable flat foot, so that as we go to rotate, we've got a stable platform to rotate around. You can see you're losing your center of gravity coming up and over, okay, and that's just costing you a ton of velo, and also maybe contributing to that hyperextension right there post-launch in the recovery phase. So lead leg blocking is for sure something we're going to work on, okay? As we back out of it, I really like your arm action from handbrake. You have a really super clean arm, okay? You get down, boom, right here. You got your humerus and your forearm of 90 for sure. Okay, so what I mean is right here, boom, solid. And then as you go into external rotation of the shoulder, you got a lot of external rotation, which is another good indicator that you have potential velocity just waiting to be unleashed. The guys that throw it above 95 do this at about 85 degrees at least. And so you're right there in the ball game, brother. Let's go like that. Okay, so you're really world class when it comes to the layback of the arm. I like the glove arm position out here out in front, but overall, definitely feel like the two phases we're going to focus on with you are going to be the lead leg block and the drive line phase, which is the drive line phase is from here with the upper half. Think about instead of throwing the hand, we're going to aggressively rotate the throwing shoulder through the target so that you can rotate in tight close to the spine, something more like a figure skater, okay? And then when we get that base stabilized, you're going to be able to really aggressively rotate the shoulder even more through the target with safety and in precision. So that'll create power for you. So again, let us know if there's any questions. Great meeting you. We're looking forward to working with you more.